Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou oust, nor shall death brag thou wanderst in a shade, when in eternal lines the time thou growst. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee.
Hello everyone. Let's spare a thought for Matty Boo Boo. I don't actually know who Matty Boo Boo is, but he's meeting up with the girl of his dreams today. Let's hope all goes well for Matty Boo Boo. So listen, the reason I'm going live today and what I want to share with you is that I've come to the conclusion that I believe we're being hoodwinked. I don't believe anything we're being told by government and authority. I'm just not buying it. I'm just not buying it, mate. I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying anything anymore. And I even kind of like question what I can experience with my five senses. We're living in a prison matrix in which nothing, absolutely nothing, is true or is factual. Hello, Matty Boo. Oh no. There was me wishing Matty Boo Boo the best of luck. She's got a water infection, so we will arrange it when she feels better. Oh, that's good. That's okay though. That's something you can work on, you know. That's something you can work on. But I'm not saying this to burst your bubble. But be aware, that's an excuse. That is an excuse, and a water infection is a pretty good excuse. I haven't actually heard that excuse. Usually they're busy washing their hair. But hey, listen, a water infection is a good excuse. But still, it's an excuse. Okay? It's an excuse. I'm sure there's nothing to it. I'm sure there's nothing to it. But an excuse is an excuse, you know. But like I said, everything will be fine. Don't worry about it. If after the 12th excuse, then you can maybe start thinking, well, you know, I've got one excuse too many, you know. Don't be sad. What I always say to Lenny, and Lenny does not take my advice, there are plenty of fish in the sea, okay? If anyone, this is just my personal advice, if anyone's having trouble finding their loved ones, check out Plenty of Fish in the Sea. Hey, it worked for me. It worked for me. And I'm a middle-aged fat, hairy gorilla. And if a middle-aged, fat, hairy gorilla like me can find love, anyone can find love. So, first thing on my mind, what was the fiasco of Katy Perry going up into space? And then they had this footage of when the capsule had landed, the door opened, and they said, no, don't open it yet. And then Bezos got his wrench out and a load of rubbish. And I honestly do believe now we're being lied to. And what's happened with Angela Power Disney? D-notices. You know, we're not allowed to mention the relationship between one of the kidnappers in the Wilfred Wong case to the victim. We all know what the relationship is, but now Angela Power Disney is getting pulled up to the Royal Courts of Justice, being punished for discussing a news story which is in the news domain, in which all of us know what the relationship is between the convicted kidnappers and the victim. You know, I'm getting concerned. Okay, I won't beat around the bush. I am fucking concerned about the state of the world we live in at the moment, because it's just lies after lies after lies after lies. We are being saturated in lies. We're being drowned by the lies that are being thrown at us from above. I mean, no smoke without fire, someone thrown that at me. No smoke without fire, man. Okay. The very fact that so many people are questioning the official narrative is in itself smoke, fire. I'm not impressed. I am not impressed in the fucking slightest. And times like this, times when we get frustrated, times when we get quite angry, there's nothing better than to relax with a bit of William Shakespeare.
Over hill, over dale, through a bush, through a briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire, I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to dew her orbs upon the green. The cowslips toll her pensioners be, in their gold coat spots you see. Those be rubies, fairy favors, in those freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Cowslips toll her pensioners be, in their gold coat spots you see. Those be rubies, fairy favors, in those freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear.